Yeah. I'm kind of curious to check others. Oh, okay, okay, it's completely down right now. Oh, we're back.
We're here.
Are we back?
Alright.
Stream is back up. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi.
We're here.
Sounds like we're here.
No more panic baskets.
Mido's about to finally get his hook shot.
Yeah, Sponge is still going.
Fire. He only found Big Around Sword in fire.
Right.
Yeah, with no key items while we were gone.
Yep. Oh, Mido.
There's
right
boss
on
key.
cue. Boss key. And hook shot.
I don't know if it's good for Sponge or not, but... Oh, what?
Ooh.
Is he leaving? He might...
He's gonna open.
Yeah, he didn't open a shortcut yet.
Yeah, I think he wants to do that first.
Oh, your internet completely went out. Oof.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense. I thought it was just like Twitch, but...
He has FW, but he doesn't want to use it here.
No, it's still in GT. He wants to keep it in GTG to go get his long shot.
Yeah, keeping it in GTG I think is more important.
Mm-hmm. Then you have to use the Pornos from Temple of Time.
Right, he still didn't open the gate.
I mean, there's no reason for him to. Like,
No, with Flora's there you don't want to.
you don't expect to fall.
Seals it away a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna open shortcut and then leave because he doesn't have Pierre. I think he leaves either way here. Personally. I don't know, he's definitely gonna have to.
So there's about a dungeon and a half between them right now. That's. But then, actually, I'd say a dungeon because Mido has the other half of GTG with the boomerang.
And he stuns a bit of spirit as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so probably a bit under a dungeon, a bit over half,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, but he might just go in GTG, place fours, and go grab the long shot and do water. I think. I think that's what he's gonna do.
Absolutely.
But after that, like, Boomerang does nothing, so we're still missing letters somewhere. That's not. It's either in water or fire or something. Like, right? Like, what other places could it be?
Every way of the hero is accounted for at that point.
Yeah.
Right, we still don't know 20. We still.
Yeah, 20, yeah. I thought about that one. But after that, there's Shoot the Sun and Water.
The MC Fairy.
Have we seen the rooftop chest at Gerudo Fortress yet?
No.
No.
Because I don't think they have the hook shot at that point.
Yeah.
No, they don't. And Sponge still doesn't have a Scarecrow, so.
Yeah.
Won't be getting it on this trip back to.
Oh, baby.
Yo.
We got a gift bomb.
10 gift sub by Romer21X. Thank you for that 10 gift sub.
Yeah, like I assume you just rushed your progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Then afterwards you're like, okay, there was nothing here. I'll go to GTG.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do. And like he's gonna get Boomerang, but where to go after that? Like, does he go back in water, fire? Like,
so the only exception is, I think after this, you hookshot over to do the DMC fairy, and then play Minuet to get to forest for your forest. I think you want to check the DMC fairy while you're here because
maybe
just...
you don't want to isolate that.
You're gonna isolate it otherwise. Like you, if you don't get it now, you're playing Valera later to come back for it. So.
And if you just follow the chain, yeah. Could be. Alright, what do you have for us with Alcia? And it is another slingshot.
Which, oh, Sponge didn't have a key, did he?
Yeah, he was still one key, yeah. He got one key to
had one?
shortcut. Yeah, shortcut just had a key.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't have any, and I was going to say, does that mean there's 100% one on Pierre?
No, I
On my
think
count,
Sponge...
there's 2 items left.
Oh, he's going back? Okay, no, he's not doing DMC Barry.
Not doing the DMC fairy, wow. I guess it's easy enough to walk back to and check at some point, but... I feel like you'd want to check that while you're here to go and... So you don't have to walk back and check it later.
Yeah, he's gonna place 4 auras, go get his long shot, serenade, and jump into water. That's definitely the game plan. It's progression.
So I assume from Sponge's perspective at this point, given the fact that he just went and beat fire and then left, he knows that the AD absolutely cannot be made.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have either of the wallets, which Mido has both wallets. So
Right.
where was the first one again? I was on top of the lab, right?
Yeah, top of lab.
Yeah, lab roof and then GTG, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, it's long shot and straight to water. Because they can full clear water, so
I guess after water, he can then pick up Scarecrow and do all of the adult failure stuff. So he will get that wallet at least.
And then after that, he might go back.
Ah, the ATZ pink.
What do you mean, ugh?
Ugh. Yeah, like, I feel like Sponge is playing for efficiency in checks at the moment, but not efficiency in routing. So, like, skipping the DMC fairy is going, well, it's one check that doesn't, like, it's one check there when I can go and do water, which is a medallion, and then GTG, which is like 7 or 8 checks. How much left once you take away the keys. So yeah, I feel like it's very much efficiency in terms of rate of checks as opposed to not isolating checks.
For sure, yeah.
Which is fine
Early
if he
boss
gets
key.
his item.
First check Bosky in water. He's gonna keep going though.
No.
He has no hover, so he's just gonna do this without hover. Before he
Yeah. Is he gonna keep going?
might. I mean, he was intending on playing ZL.
It looks like it, but I think he might.
I think he might check a few things in
take
here
out of this.
because he doesn't have much left.
Save quit out.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
So what I
Probably gonna-
imagine is you beat Morpher, do adult Lake Hylia, come back into water, do the checks.
I mean, you shoot the sun too.
Yeah, part of
I mean, that was-
Hylia. And then Feral's back to GTG afterwards.
Yeah, there's also deep fire. Like, I mean, yeah, he can get his Scarecrow here at the same time he does Adult Lake.
And water is 4. Fire is 2 more. Hylia is 3 more. He's done Lab Dive, he hasn't done Shoot
did
Sun
Adult.
Scarecrow. And GTG is about, I want to say about 7. I don't actually know exactly how many items are left in GTG that he's not already got.
I don't know, but he can also do Toilet, which Mido didn't.
Right, yeah.
And him getting his Boomerang is not gonna make him do much else.
So I think, from my perspective, I'm here like, I would go do Hylia after this and then come back to water and then forward to GTG. But we've just said about how Sponge is currently fruiting in terms of number of checks and less about all of the checks. He's not going, I'll do this now so I don't have to come back to this place. He's going, where is the most likely place for this item to be?
Yeah.
So I'm saying what I would do, which is for an efficiency of
Yeah.
routing for checks, not routing for items.
Is what we said with doing Adult Lake then. But he might literally just go somewhere and go GTG right away, like not even check Adult Lake.
Right. It wouldn't surprise me if he just picked up Scarecrows and then left.
Unless something's on.
That's another key. He's gonna pick it out.
Yeah. So while we've got a sec, I did want to point out the sub goal that Jason posted a few minutes ago. We're at 217 out of 250 subs toward Trez doing an 80% run of OOT. So certainly encourage you to contribute toward that if you're interested.
Yeah, for anyone who's seen Trez's previous sub goals on OOT, it's going to be an experience, to say the least.
Trez on OT is always in for a good time.
Shoot the sun.
Recovery.
Yeah, nothing.
It was pretty...
Couldn't tell what it was for a second.
Yeah, the sun was blinding the recovery.
Yeah.
And he is going to go back to GTG, yep.
Right back into water. Right.
I think he's going to place Roars and go to GTG.
Well,
I think...
You mean just use Roars, right?
Yeah, what did I say? Place Roars?
Oh, yeah.
I meant pull it out and then go, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Again, efficiency in terms of number of checks, not efficiency in terms of... It's one of those things, there's kind of like a few different schools of thought, and it's where you diverge, where you draw the line. I know personally when I'm routing, I tend to assume that if I'm looking for like one item and I've got a handful of checks left, it's going to be on the last check. And I'm going to do those checks in the most efficient order possible, so that when I do my last check and it has the item, I've done them in as fast an order as possible. Sponge is doing it the other way around. Sponge is going, I'm going to go for the most likely place to have it, so I don't have to do any of these other checks. But if it ends up being on one of those, then it's way slower than anyone who did it on route.
Yeah, but also at this point, Alligator, there's not much else you can use for Roars in. As a result, anyways.
Yeah, it's like it would have been nice. I guess when you get Hovers and Nocturne, it's good to have it for Shadow.
Even then, it's not that fast. Much faster.
You can do what Meanmido did and go to Spirit and see about where the boss key is and set it out there, but
maybe
again, not great.
There's literally no reason, I think, to go down until you have Mirror Shield.
Yeah, like we said earlier, there's as many Mirror Shield lock checks as there are child lock checks, so even if you go in as adult, don't find the boss key, it's still a 50-50. I guess unless you find all 5 keys. If you find all 5 keys in that, then you know for Requiem Way of the Hero it.
Yeah.
Wait, no. No, Requiem can be Way of the Hero for the strength on the Colossus Fairy to get the hook shot. If the first
where Lens is, yeah.
Because if the first hook shot locks the hovers, then you need that to get across the wasteland.
Yeah, I mean, hovers... Are hovers guaranteed hook plot at this point, I think?
Almost certainly, yeah.
Unless it's on 20 skulls.
20 skulls is the only one that isn't, I think, yeah.
I mean, lines could also just be on Light Arrow cutscene, and you just have Requiem needed to get to Spirit.
We do not know what's on 20. A couple of people said earlier that they thought there was a hint. There isn't. We've seen every location hint. We do not have a 20 skull hint in the seat. There are 5 location hints, and we have all of them. It was Adult Shooting, Lens Game, Icy Waters, the Shadow Floor Master, and Hammer Rocks.
Yep, nothing.
Aren't there 5 sometimes now?
That's it. That was 5.
Yeah, that was 5.
Adult Shooting 1, Lens Game 2, Shadow Floor Masters 3, Hammer Rocks is 4, and Icy Waters is 5.
Okay.
Basically, again, retracing each other's steps, so
Yeah.
not much to say. Sponge is going to get his boomerang, then the only thing he's going to do, we're going to see his toilet, which I think he's probably going to do. You don't leave. You just don't randomly leave toilet behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know it's an item, I think you do it.
What else?
Not a moment before.
There's Fortress Chop Chest that Sponge can't do because
Yeah.
Right.
he decided not to grab Scarecrow.
So yeah,
We could unfreeze King Zora with some blue fire at this point.
I mean, he still needs to go to Adult Lake Hylia.
we have 4 in water. 20 in toilet were the ones we were talking
How many in
about.
fire? I think with 1 key before doing Pierre, I think there's
2
still
more?
2 more items in fire.
Should be 2 more, yeah. So that's 10 checks.
There's something.
Oh, right, yeah, also Sponge does have the long shot, so can go and do rooftop checks
Right.
after this, but...
Long shot is a
The
thing.
boomerang.
I mean, is he doing toilet now? I thought he already did right side, unless he scummed it. Oh no, yeah, he did.
Did right side, yeah, he's just going through, I think.
Yeah, because he's on VC.
Oh, right.
Slower.
Gotcha.
I'm not used to this, sorry.
Mine is
Emu
up
gang.
to 16. Skull size.
And hearts. No, he has up to 18 hearts, technically.
Yeah, if we count double defense, Mido has more hearts than skulls. And Sponge is probably about tied.
Yeah. I mean, you got 1 in fire, I think.
Sponge has said a lot before that he doesn't like skull seeds, so well, he likes. He likes skull seeds when you know it's a skull seed. He doesn't like collecting skulls unless there's something required.
Yeah.
He'll know toilet is an item, and hopefully he does toilet.
I think it was Cola who I first heard talking about skulls, actually. Saying that, like, if you take 10 seconds per skull, like, if you just assume 10 seconds per skull, which is slow for some of them, but it's probably fast for most.
2 minutes per.
That's a 3-minute check, 20 skulls. Like, 20 skulls is a really bad check if you consider it as 10 seconds a skull.
Which, if you just get all the fastest skulls, I don't think so.
I think it's like... That's probably an overestimate, but even if it's a 1-minute check, that's still terrible.
Ooh, also Mido getting...
a skull.
Failing the 2 cycle, so...
Oh, is it the final phase?
Yep, he's at 5 hits.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, Sponge is going to toilet.
And tennis, Mido 1. There you go.
Some of those returns were questionable.
Hitbox, something.
Also, yeah, Deca, I remember the qual where Sponge got the 50 skull eye and hint 2.5 hours in, because he read the same hint twice at Temple of Time, and ignored the hint next to it that was 50 skull.
Well,
that's why he read the hints at double check them earlier. He read Sacred Forest Meadow twice today. He's done that before. It's cost him before. So yikes. Collecting the rupees in here without hovers is...
Yeah.
Wait, he has to do... Oh, I thought he had to... Yeah, he has long shot, so he doesn't need to do this one last. Yeah, skulls when you're starting off is one of those things that you never want to do.
I know when I started learning, I played Key Sanity and Skull Sanity, and my theory was, I'm going to learn everything inside out. Key Sanity makes you do that. You have to, like, triple dip your dungeons. You learn everything there. And I'm going to do Skull Sanity, so I learn every goddamn skull. I'd only recommend it if you have a lot of hours to spare.
Okay. Okay, Mido's not even going fire. He's going for his long shot first.
That is interesting.
And he didn't place for Aurora's... Oh, wait. He's checking
Rooftop chest first.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't... Did he replace for Aurora's in GTG? I didn't even pay attention. Ooh. Also, you don't jump slash there, Mido. Alright, toilet. What do you got for us?
See what it is. Loopy.
There you go.
Just flushing your spare change.
Wow. Both. Same point. It's pretty cool. I mean, Sponge is ahead, but Mido is essentially a fire behind, which he's already dipped, I guess, but he has dipped until he's hammerlocked. Man, I can't wait till it's Unthaw KZ. Also, wow, they're literally tied.
And that's
Nope.
we're down to 8.
Where's Sponge going? He's going to Adult Lake plus. I think yeah, he's gonna do
Okay.
Adult Lake.
I'm gonna make a quick note. We have 4 in water, 2 in fire, King's
One-
Order,
10 skulls. 20.
20
So 8.
skulls. And that's it. As far as I can
Has
tell.
anybody opened up the Crater Fairy with the hammer yet?
All right,
No,
Crater Fairy.
DMC Ferry. You're right. Wasteland was checked earlier. Sponge did it in like 40 minutes.
Yeah. When he was reversing to GTG for the first time, when he got his bum bag. But he's gonna finally get Scarecrow because he might go back to fire. He's gonna check all of this. Where's Mido gonna go after his long shot? Is he going to fire? No, he's gonna go water anyways. Wow.
I wonder if we'll see Mido full clear.
Maybe, yeah.
Mido's been playing a lot more thorough.
Surprised, which is weird to say because Mido's usually the really
Yeah,
aggressive
no.
player.
I guess when you've got 2 aggressive players, one of them has to be the more thorough of the 2.
Yeah. I mean,
I think Sponge has been fairly thorough for the most part. The only thing is that he's been going directly to...
instead of doing like he has 2 locations open, but instead of doing like one location that is more optimal, he'll go to the location with most checks.
Right,
Then-
he didn't hook shot across the MC for one check that was next to him. He warped to do GTG that was like 6 or 7 or 8 checks that were on the other side of the world, and
He also got lucky that bomb
straight for
bag.
the MC ferry. Also, yeah, the bomb bag stuff, and
Yeah. Right now, I think
Eventually look at Bruder Valley.
this is gonna be like almost a 4-hour seed.
It's
We'll clear the whole seed
I
because it still have to go probably do Ice Cavern. I would wager. It's like the only area right now that they can feasibly skip.
Ice Cavern is 1 in 3, so
Yeah, but you know how odds work.
yeah,
When it's the lowest odd, it's usually there.
that's how rando goes.
Also,
Yeah,
Mido
but they-
might bail. Mido's bailing after Bosky.
Oh yeah.
So it's because he knows he has all the fire to do.
So actually, Sponge has the advantage there by picking up that key below it.
I mean, he still has to go to that general direction and lower the water anyways, so...
That's true, actually. So Sponge is going to see this wallet here.
Wallet, and then... Oh, no. Yeah.
And suddenly King Zora is available.
Yeah. But
Okay,
where's he gonna go?
DMC
Fire?
next.
Yeah, he's going... Yeah, DMC Fair is definitely something you should do first.
It's... Right, Fire has more checks, like it's 2 instead of 1, but they're so much slower.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Other
in
wallet
terms
was
of
in-
rate of checks, yeah.
GTG, not so supportive Toad.
Yeah.
Nah, he's definitely gonna go back and water fire before doing King Zora. King Zora is probably the absolute last check he's gonna do because he still needs to farm a crap ton of money.
If nothing else as well, it's in Kakariko and we don't have Nocturne, so it's really annoying to actually get back there.
Mm-hmm.
What's on Saria's? We don't actually know, but OT is Saria's song and Goron City's Way of the Hero.
And their whole
It's
hovers.
hovers.
Wait, that doesn't do anything,
Nope.
though.
But there they are.
That doesn't open anything.
Nope, but there they are. Wait, where's he going? Can some... What?
He's not going to Kak, is he?
There's no way. He's just going to
There's
Kek.
no way. Okay, so one of the things I mentioned this quite a lot in season 2, actually, and I'm inevitably going to mention it a billion times during this season as well. It is really easy to think you're behind when you have no idea what your opponents are doing. every single mistake you make, you think is game breaking.
Yeah.
You do one thing wrong and you're like, oh my
They
god,
both-
that's going to cost me. And
they
so they
both-
probably both think they're behind right now.
I mean, yeah. With oh wait, Sponge checking 10 skulls as well. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. If he sells a fish,
He didn't get a fish. Remember?
you can pick them up in the grotto now, though.
Yeah,
If he
but
picks up 2 fish here, that's enough to buy the blue fire. Except it's night, so he can't push a shop shut at night, right?
yep, it's closed.
Yeah.
He's literally just here to check 10 skulls.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Sponge, there's also like chickens open. Dompe digging hasn't done.
Mm-hmm.
That Mido's kind of gotten out of the way and did.
Right, Mido's off towards fire. We'll see if that.
Sponge's gonna do. Is he going child?
No.
No. Why did he save? Going
Maybe he was considering it and then went, no, actually, water.
water's probably actually his best
Water's
to
4
play.
checks.
Yeah.
As far as we can tell, it's well. Obviously, we've got the knowledge of both of them, but
We also
it's
have
half the remaining checks.
we also have Iron Boots Way the Hero got us nothing. I know it's for water completion. Yeah, water makes sense. I think letter gonna be here.
Oh my god.
I mean, we're just missing letter and mirror shield, right?
Lights.
Well, yeah, lights for like, but like for glow for like having the light arrow hit.
One of
Yeah.
Mirror Shield or Lights are on Darunia as well, so it's it's pretty much just the letter, and then you at least go and see what's on Darunia before you figure out what else.
Then you have Jabu open, and then that opens up Ice Cavern, and then that opens up Shadow.
Right, there's so much that becomes.
But the real question is, if Nocturne is in ice, do you literally place Furores in ice, rush the song, and then just go in Shadow? Or do you full clear ice anyway?
I think you full clear ice anyway.
Yeah, that's too...
I think at this point, it's again we're back to the. So again, this is knowing what both runners know. It's like again, by that point it'll still be outside of Shadow about half your remaining checks in the game. So you kind of want to clear it just on the way through. I think you're more likely to if it's Nocturne in ice. Are we assuming they do Jabu first? I guess we are, right? I feel like I'd be more tempted to set for Roars in Jabu and go mode that than I would be in ice.
So it's just to get the Nocturne song.
Right, you get the song as quick as possible, and Jabu is you're skipping. So you still open the first chest because you have to fight the tentacle anyway, and you still get the one on Baronade, so you're only skipping 2.
Yeah.
Plus, you're not using up your adult Roars there for Shadow, you're using up the child one, which you don't care about by that point.
But I mean, just
It's annoying.
you go back there.
But yeah.
But at that point, you have all of Shadow open, so you don't care.
Right, and odds are, like, at this point, one of the items is Darunia and the other one is Shadow, but...
Yeah, I think that's the location. Alright, first check in water. That's not...
That's choose. 1 down. You didn't see any more in water, right?
Yeah, it's just one item so far.
Gotta rush towards Dark Link in the river. That is one of those plays that I think is difficult to make, but in this position is amazing to make. You've just saved. Go and raise the water, do Dark Link in the river now, because you know there's an item on those, and then just reset afterwards if it's nothing. And you reset to the middle water level again, and you just do all these checks after, but you know there's an item on, at least one item between the river and Dark Link.
Yeah, Meanmido is Pierre, so you might actually check that. Could be huge for Mido if he keeps going in fire. I mean, he might. For him, there's not much else in logic as well. Like,
Yeah. Also, I didn't comment on it earlier, NG, but yes, that's the list that I've got. Now we're down to 2 water.
2 water, 2 fire. King Zora and 20 skulls.
That's it. 6 checks.
And Mido might keep going in fire, honestly. Like, for him, that's probably like his.
He's at least gonna do Pierre, right?
Probably, unless he goes shortcut and then Pierre, and then he doesn't want to walk up back.
Yeah, like I think at the very least you do the short, or you do Pierre. Yeah, I guess you do the shortcut and don't want to climb up, or you do Pierre and you don't want to jump. There we go.
There it is. In water, dude.
There were 5 checks left in logic at that point.
For us, for all we know, Sponge still had like chickens and.
So we're 2 away, and one of them's on Darunia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
So
if it's just
Sponge
Mirashell and
from now.
Darunia, then we can just go get.
this room without hovers for Mido. Oh, it's the worst.
Ferora's at least gives you a safety net, but yeah.
Does he have his furrows in GTG? Not sure.
Yeah, I think he didn't set it in the end. I think chat said that he considered it for a bit but didn't do it.
Okay.
So the
Sponge's
thing
gonna
that
play.
could, I was gonna say the thing that could still happen here is that Mido could get, and it's unlikely with everything else being open.
Get like his light arrows, or maybe.
Yeah, Mirror Shield and Fire, Light Arrows on Darunia. So Sponge gets to the point of, okay, I need to find my Mirror Shield, and I've got to full clear Jabu, I've got to full clear Shadow going through them, Ice Cavern, do King Zora on the way through, all of that. While Mido gets to go mode it.
Shadow, Goron City away here with nothing else. So Darunia has an item.
Yeah. 100%. And it's Sarius on 18.
Yeah.
We have both wallets.
And even then, it's locked behind AD, so it can't be for fire logic.
Also that, yeah. And yeah, we have both wallets and both tunics, I think? Or at least the Zora tunic.
Yeah. But it can't logically be there anyways. Yeah, fire's AD to get Saria's Shadow.
Yeah, so Goron... the tunic can't be in the shop, because that's not shuffled, so that can't be Way of the Hero.
Yeah.
If that's what you mean.
And Volvagia requires a tunic.
Also, yeah, this is... So it's... All medallions are required to open Ganon's castle, and then beat Ganon. Except in this case, all the stones are needed, because...
Also, Sponge forgot a fish. Remember 2 hours ago when you said you should grab the fish?
Buying tunics is an annoying Way of the Hero thing, but it's more that your wallet's a Way of the Hero. Because
Yeah.
you need to buy a tunic. It doesn't actually apply to where you buy the tunic from, it applies to the wallets themselves.
I mean, an item check being a tunic can be Way of the Hero, but not buying one.
Also, Alligator, the letter was in the Ice Switch in water.
Yeah.
Ice Switch room. Or Ice Switch place. I don't know what the actual name of that check is, but...
I don't know if it has one. I mean, it's got to in the...
Yeah,
What would it be? Water Temple?
something.
Strength block, probably?
There's 2 strength. The Dragon Chest is one. Yeah, the central bow target thing.
Wait, Dragon Chest? What?
If you go to Dragon Chest the regular way, with pushing the strength
that's
block.
the Dragon Chest, though. That's
Yeah, but that you
not
can't call it the
strength.
strength block because people can.
You can't call it the Ice Switch. The River Chest is an Ice Switch.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say.
Central bow target. That's the one. Okay.
No, I don't think it can be lens
We have
because
a
it's just
hint for
making him
lens.
is dead.
Yeah. And Requiem was actually Way of the Hero to get the hook shot. To get
Frozen.
strength to get a hook shot.
Requiem can still be away the hero because lens is on. Temple of Time, the lighter cutscene. Sorry.
key on Pierre.
Key on Pierre, yep.
So 1 key left and 2 items.
Mido with a nice leap of faith.
Can't believe we got down to 5 checks left in logic at the point where Sponge found that letter.
But
There's not
considering
even that
Sponge,
much more now.
Sponge still had a bunch of sphere zeros, like Dompe digging, like I said.
Also,
They're
Sponge got
still,
lost.
yeah,
Sorry,
Bless.
important things.
it's very important.
No, yeah, Sponge has actually managed to skip so much here.
Also, Mido is actually going in deep fire.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, he is not missing much in logic either.
He's been playing way more thorough.
Alright, there's an item.
There's one item in the hammer chest or highest score on. I think you had to check highest score on first. Fast.
Yeah. Got summer time, so it's absolutely faster. Don't know if I've seen people side.
He's not.
Whoa, what?
I mean, he might not get punished for it, but I think
Interesting.
it's. I mean, it's more efficient that way if they're both items, but not knowing they're both items.
Ah,
All right, he also doesn't know Volvaggio. Right. Martin is right.
Oh,
Here,
Oh, all right.
go,
Let's.
that's effectively go mode.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Sponge is gonna win. Yep. GG. Yep. He knows. He's skipping.
And yeah, like Mido was already behind and is now just throwing time further and further. Oh, there goes the boomerang. Why does it do that on this? It's always this tentacle.
I don't know.
Throw the boomerang and it just like flies off to the left and disappears into orbit.
Yeah.
I guess AD for light arrows is about as good an AD as you can get. At least they knew early. There were like multiple ways this was hinted.
Yeah, letter was in the central bow chest in Water Temple. I got it this time.
And it's almost like the other thing is as well, the way this all played out, it was almost impossible to get baited into doing like rushing Goron City thinking it's progression because it's you can't do it until you've got Nocturne, and you can't do Nocturne until you've got the letter, and you're almost always going to get the boomerang before the letter, so you do Jabu, and I say Nocturne for the letter. It might need Jabu.
You still might need to go to Ice Cavern too. You could still have like another 40 minutes of nothingness. It's a bit annoying, but
Sponge isn't going to do the swag strap for Big Octo.
I don't think they're gonna yell. I think this was a fun seed. Honestly, I think there's a lot of different intricate decisions you could have made.
I think Sponge will like it. I'm less sure about
Mido.
Mido, yeah. Because Mido has played very efficiently, and that has been punished hard in this seed.
I mean, Sponge played efficiently to a point where his best density. He basically checked his best density.
Mido played very efficiently in terms of like clear everything, whereas Sponge played very efficiently in terms of go to the most dense location, and it worked very well for one and did not work at all for the other.
Also,
like,
is Mido getting a fairy? I feel like he should be confident enough in himself with that much hearts.
yeah, surprising.
And with BGS as well. Yeah.
I know Sponge is the type of person who's like when he sees a new trick or when he like wants to learn something, he'll just sit down and grind it out until he gets it.
Mhm.
When is he gonna learn to skip this crate?
Never, because the crate skip sucks.
It's so much faster.
Yeah, but it's annoying if you missed it once. You basically the same thing, and he missed. Wow, he missed his throw too.
I thought if you missed the crate thing once, it was still about the same. And then it was if you missed it multiple times, it was bad, but it's also basically the same input as V1 skips, so. Also, yeah, that GTG bomb bag probably did swing most of this race, honestly.
Because Sponge was built to be more efficient. Because
Right,
of it.
and he was never getting, he never, I still don't think he's got the spell.
Nope. Yeah, this is a really hard seed to sub 3, I think, at general.
Yeah.
Everything goes into horde placements. Also, Mido's still missing hovers. We don't know when he's going to get that. He
He might
should get it
still
after
get
here,
now,
hopefully. And then he's probably going to go water because that's his highest dense area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like this seed favors the thorough players, though. Like, oh, I'm just going to go in my dungeon and full clear it. Like, you're mostly rewarded more often.
Yeah, it kind of depends a bit. Because you would have done what Mido did and full cleared fire. But also, you get the letter.
You get boomerang.
Not that that changed much, I guess, but.
Yeah, we can't say that often that water is his highest density area.
Yeah, we came to the point where we were like, okay, there are 8 checks in logic, 4 are in water.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Also, no pre. Like, this seed is hot garbo for songs. Like, no Nocturne, no Prelude, no Suns. Like,
Nocturne, Prelude, and Suns all locked behind basically go mode.
yep.
Like, it's going to be go mode for 90% of people at least.
Alright. Now the song. Is it Burning Cack? Is it here? Jason rolled the seed. Tibbs. Big Tibbs.
Mido hits him there.
Yeah. Oh.
Mido Gossip Stone. Is that actually fast? I don't think it would make a difference.
No hit for Ice Cavern.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, we know nothing about this other song.
Alright, what's the song here? Suns!
Suns.
Burning Cack or the Ice Cavern? No, I think this we win because the seed was so much fun.
Yeah, anyone who had to play this cannot be considered a winner. But this was a fun seed. It was definitely an okay one, I think. The second half is definitely very linear.
I mean, you say that, but
full clear everything because
it was linear that you already had done the whole seed.
Yeah, like you're not gonna pick up Ganon's Castle Fairy particularly early. You're not gonna like. Oh, Mido nearly.
Mido. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, the seed is whack.
It's something. All right, let's go Prelude.
And
Ah.
oh, okay. Hovers were DMC Fairy. Yeah, so basically you could only skip ice and bottom of the wall, which is still a lot. I mean, ice and well, but the way the items were placed, it kind of
Right, you could skip 2 side dungeons if you went and cleared water after getting your long shot without having gone to bottom of the well.
I mean, then you still need to find that boomerang.
So Sponge could just do Spirit now, but we know Goron City's way of the hero.
Yeah.
And that's got to be the light arrows on Darunia behind the
Push that
Sarias
first,
on
yeah.
OT. So yeah, he has to do
And he
Shadow
might do
and
Child Spirit too in that, since it's already child, but because it's going back adult, going back child could be long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if that's the case, you go to Spirit next anyway, see if you can clear it, and then...
Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back though. I'm gonna back the break.
Alright.
But yeah, for anyone who missed it, so we got Away of the Hero Goron City earlier. Every check has been done except for Darunia. That's locked by Saria's song, which is on Mockery at the time. Which is why Sponge has to do Shadow. Mido will also have to do Shadow. Light arrow's not Darwinian. So I was gonna say, like, I don't know how much these jokes have spread, but like, there are two kind of, a lot of the people I talk to who play OT, there are two kind of memes that are referred to as dad, and it's Darunia because he's the dancing dad, and Namaha because when Riley, Sponge, and Namaha were playing multi-world, Namaha's been teaching them a bunch of tricks, and every time they've been like, "Okay, Dad, what's next? Like, teach us, Dad, tell us what to do." So it's kind of fitting that Sponge's first race is going to come down to Dancing Dad.
It was destiny.
Graveyard was Way of the Hero for Requiem. We assume, which means there's a key on Child Side Spirit at least. Oh no, wait, sorry. Requiem was required for strength anyway. You couldn't get across. Oh my god, I just realised how bad that chain of logic is. Requiem in the Graveyard is Way of the Hero. You need that to get strength from the Colossus Fair, so you can get your hook shot from outside Ganon's castle, so you can get the hammer from Forest, so you can get the long shot in Gerudo Valley, so that you can, and the hammer also unlocks the hovers, and so without those you can't get to the desert, so Requiem's Way of the Hero. That's something. There is a schedule. I don't know if it's the one that's linked on the schedule command. There were two earlier, and one has the tournament races and one doesn't. It's not that one, unless they've been added since. Oh look, double magic.
I knew the magic was gonna be.
Every time, yeah. Meanwhile, Mido picked up 20 skulls. Just a piece of heart here.
There's a pretty good chance we're gonna find literally everything in the game before we beat it at this point.
We've got the Stone of Agony, we've got the Green Rupee, we've got the Winner Heart piece already.
Got Nehru's Love.
Nehru's Love, right. We don't have a Goron tunic, do we?
Yeah, we don't have Goron Tunic, we don't have Lens of Truth. I think those are the two things we're missing right now.
Nice.
Everything else, all the upgrades.
Ice arrows?
I guess we haven't found Ice Arrows, have we?
I don't think so. Also, yeah, in Shadow, he does need to get all of the keys. Boss key. There's a lot of stuff to get here, so... Yeah, Sponge still has to open everything.
There's a chance he can skip the back if he finds all the keys by then, but...
Yeah.
We have a hint for the Floor Master.
Yeah, we know the Floor Master's dead.
Oh, ask Mido doing, but
He just checked 20 skulls, but he also bailed on water before the letter. He got like 2 items in water and left.
oh.
Yeah.
Never did domain though, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
How we know what songs are where, we've got a hint for Ocarina of Time, and there's only one other song that's not been picked up.
Yep,
So it's the other one that's Prelude.
Yeah, which is very, very
We also have a light arrow hint.
chess mini game instead. Yeah.
Lens game hint, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, as far as we can tell, there's not even any bait. It can't be Goron Tunic because...
Yeah, we've got enough wallets.
And you needed fire to get it anyway. They've got their Zora Tunic and both wallets, so it can't be anything on that end. Requiem was Way of the Heroes, so Lens can't be for crossing the Wasteland. The Wasteland check was dead. It's got to just be light arrows on Brunia. There is no bait, there's no weird logic quirks, it's just that.
Mido's like torn. It's losing minutes every check now. Like Yeah, the only hope at the end there's something in Deep Fire for Mido, but
as soon as Sponge found the mirror shield, I think this was pretty much over.
sealed them though.
Now we're just kind of hoping we can see, you know, ice arrows and... What was the other one we said? Ice arrows and Goron Tunic on the way?
Yeah, and lens.
The lens, yeah.
Yeah, we're about to hit 100% requirement here.
Oh. Yeah.
Mido did dip on water. He got 2 checks that weren't keys and then left. Which feels really bad as well, because, like, now when do you go back there?
Yeah.
Like, even assuming, you know...
He's probably last. Sponge might finish before Mido gets his letter. I mean, maybe not, because he's gonna last with that.
Sponge went in, got the boss key and a key, and then beat Morpher, and then had to go back later. Mido went in, got the boss key, beat Morpher, then went back, got some keys and 2 checks, and then left again. So, Mido will have to triple dip water if he wants this letter.
Which, I don't think... I don't know why he left water. That doesn't make sense. At that point, if you're already dipping water, just commit to it.
Yeah,
he's probably second doubting himself.
I guess the logic on it was most of the remaining checks are keys, so it's slow. But I also think part of it is, he feels very far behind and wants to kind of go in, check a couple of things, and then leave. Doesn't want a full clear, like, really slow.
Yeah, but in a 1v1, that's not what you should do, though.
Right, and well, in any race, it's kind of not what you should do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the getting out of there.
Yeah, the problem is, it's like, if you do that, you're basically saying, like, whichever play my opponent picked, I lose. Like, if they picked the same play as me, they'll have done this earlier, and they'll have gone deeper into it.
But at that point, you don't just dip it to see.
Right, yeah.
You either do it or don't, like how I feel about it.
Yeah, you commit to your gambles.
Yeah. Alright, Sponge's gonna be on a nice boat ride. That boat.
I don't think we've seen boss key, right?
I don't think so, no.
Nope.
Got all the small keys, but I think boss keys in the dense fire room.
Also, Mido doing a waistline check as child, really going for the style.
Also, basically in 2 hours after Sponge just checked this.
Over 2 hours, I think. Yeah. Sponge got that insanely early.
40 minutes ish, night before
Something
that,
like that, yeah.
because he was reversing to GT. Is Mido gonna check Child Spirit here? Like, like how desperate is he to do a Baron area just for keys? Like,
Did it earlier for the. Oh, wow.
he must have not gone Bosky though. I guess we'll see. Sponge has to go Child.
Also, yeah, AD all dungeons just means 3 stones, 6 medallions. Sometimes people refer to like. I've heard it referred to as like AD plus or something like that, when it's all dungeons plus all of the side dungeons.
Yeah.
But that is incredibly rare. Like, that's actually required is super rare.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I guess a big part of the low heart count, comparatively low heart count, is that there's still going to be a bunch in Ganon's Castle, in Spirit.
Ice Cavern probably has some. They skipped some
Right.
heart containers and pieces of heart, I'm sure.
Yeah, and Spirit is like, what, 14 checks? I think it's the most checks of any location in the game.
And speaking of,
So Baron Spirit is an incredible hint. I say any location in the game, I don't know if that... What has more checks? Like, Spirit or CAC?
I think CAC still trumps.
It's actually pretty close, right?
Well, CAC has 2 songs. More valuable.
Yeah, it really sounds
GTG wasn't Baron this seed though, but yeah, light arrows are under Nia unless the game controlling us.
Talking of hearts and Spirit.
Huh?
Mido just picked up a heart container in Spirit.
Oh, so Child Spirit is not required.
Child is absolutely useless. Requiem was just way the hero to get your strength, to get your first hit.
At this point, I'm expecting Mido to just feel bad. Like he probably feels like he's lost already.
Mm-hmm. Like I say, I think that's going to be the case in a lot of 1v1s, but with the amount that Mido's dipped and then bailed on and had to backtrack and all of these little things that have been stranded, he's definitely going to feel super far behind right now.
Yeah.
Whereas Sponge, I don't know if Sponge will feel like he's behind. He definitely will feel like he could have done better. And I think that's going to be the case for any
player playing the seed. Yeah.
race ever, pretty much. You're going to look at every situation, every decision, and amplify the mistakes.
Rudo's letter was in the central bow chest in water. Oh, Mido. Oh no, dude. Oh.
Such a long wait as well. This is the thing, Sponge hasn't done Dampe digging, chickens.
Fire. Deep fire, sorry.
Deep fire, yeah.
20 skulls.
20 skulls.
Sunsong Grave.
Well, I'm thinking the things that Mido did that Sponge didn't.
Oh, yeah. Mido did Hyrule Castle Fairy forehead.
Castle Fairy, yeah. Did Sponge ever even look at bungee bowling in the end?
He did.
Okay.
Remember when we wanted him to do Child Lake and he just played and then he did bungee bowling instead?
Yeah, okay. Is Mido actually... Oh my god.
Oh no, Mido.
Oh my god.
This has to be a Hail Mary play from him, right?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, this is his. Neither of us have finished. That means it's something terrible. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick the worst. Which, to be fair, is probably the right thing to do in this situation. If you're in Mido's position, you're looking at this like, I've got single digit. He doesn't have to You're looking at this like, I've got single digit checks left.
Yeah.
If it's water, Sponge has already done it. Because that's the...
Most
It sounds crazy to say that water is the obvious choice, but that's the kind of obvious choice at this point. Yeah, that's the most dense location you've got at this stage.
Uh-huh.
Water temple. Ugh. So yeah, in Mido's position, you're like, if it's water, Sponge has done it, and he's going to win soon.
Mm-hmm. Which is
Go
a
for
case.
something better. Right. So, I actually agree with Mido getting the blue fire here. It's just, on the other side of things, we've got Sponge off to pick up light arrows before clearing Spirit and then beating Ganon.
Yeah.
Is it weird that that's something that I never really pay attention to? I'm sure I do it right without really thinking about it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But like, because I know I've paid attention before, and I'm like, I don't spam. At least I know I don't spam. I try to time it,
Yeah.
but I don't know what the timing is, and I never really think about it. I just do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I didn't use to spam, but somebody watched my one and no, stop mashing. I'm like, what? Yeah. I don't know if Sponge might do Child Spirit here. It doesn't really matter. You might think it matters, but...
I think you skip it. I think you assume... So firstly, if you follow the logic, you know Requiem is already required. But, yeah, he's leaving. He's straight out. But the other thing is, you even then, you assume that
Yeah, he's not.
probably a single key. If you have to come back later, fine. But given the way the rest of the seed's gone, I think that's not the kind of thing that will cost you anyway.
I mean, yeah, without Prelude, it kind of sucks to not go there. I feel like that would make it want you to do it more. But...
I guess. If nothing else, though, you get to check as adult, and worst case, you set the rules at the top. You lose very little.
Jason, please.
It's never two letters in the pool, it's two weird eggs when people try to shuffle it and not shuffle it at the same time.
Yeah, at this point, Lens has to be in Ganon's, I think, right?
Could be in like Jabu.
Yeah,
Right,
We left a lot of checks behind there, or 2 checks, I should say.
Yeah.
Ice Cavern.
No ice arrows, no lens.
But it's still most likely.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
like
have laughed.
75%. Yeah.
I was expecting it to be on KD there.
I really hoped that was ice arrows. And you're just like, hey, I was encased in ice. Look at what I learned.
Yeah, this is where Mido goes back to water and it basically makes feet.
Yeah, it goes in, sees the letter, realizes he failed like one check before it.
Yep.
Alright, so we don't know where the boss key is, right? Did Sponge... sorry, did Mido find it earlier?
No, I mean, if you went
No.
child, then he must have...
Right.
Watch it be right here,
Just
where
the
Mido never got this hookshot chest.
Yeah. Just the mirror shield check at the top.
Yeah, me and Mido basically gonna get it right after giving up.
This is genuinely heartbreaking. Like, the worst part is, you remember earlier when we were like, here are the checks that we know are in Logic, and it was the rest of Water, the rest of Fire, King's Aura, and 20 Skulls. Mido has checked all of them.
Yep.
Literally the last 2 left are the
It's
last
here and
2
then
in Water,
Circuit.
and one of those was when we found Rito's letter. This one. Like, this was every check he could do in Logic without finding the letter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he knows.
He knows it's over. He knows it's done.
Hi, dog.
He decided to visit for a moment. There he goes again.
Oh.
Petting him now.
I think that is like the first use of highlight I've seen in ZSR, and I love it. That is perfect.
He's getting lots of love. He earned it.
Oh yeah.
If I had my webcam on, I'd post it. He's still here.
I should have mentioned the highlight thing. Chat's just going to be purple now. I am purple. I don't know. That's the. Is that set by channel or is that set by user? I can never remember.
Not
You
sure.
can customize it.
Also, please pet the dog again.
Come here, buddy. Why don't you just spend the rest of the stream in my lap? How about that? Co-com.
I mean, we get so many guest cats in here so often.
Yeah, we gotta balance it.
Yeah, now we just need like you and Lost to do comms with cat viewers.
Dog
like-
versus cat.
I can't get him to bark though. All he does is jingle.
Where it's a 1v1 feature match with Rob Dog and my cats. Ugh. But yeah, I think the boss game spirit is Miracle Pro.
Promise.
What? Say?
Oh, everybody's telling me to pet the dog.
Yeah.
I want to assure you he's getting constant attention now. Everybody can calm down.
At least it's the quiet type that's not barking.
Yeah. The only time he barks is when we mention that we might take him on a W word, which I'm not going to say because he understands it. You can get him riled up with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that right now. Because then I have to walk him.
So if we, okay, I was gonna say, so if we start saying that, and then you did, so. Alright.
Yeah.
Also, shoutouts to that one Twitter that, can you pet the dog? Yes, you can.
Also, as it goes, I don't think the match actually happened in season 2, the Rub Dog Mike Cats, but there was a lot of talk about it. I don't think it actually ever happened, unfortunately. Also, I hope that was autocorrect, and that is some amazing autocorrect if it was.
Wait.
Mike Cats versus Yob Dogger.
Sponge, I don't know if you feel head behind. He probably feels behind. This seed was so
Yeah.
troll.
When he looked at that Rudo's letter, I think he knew.
I mean, yeah, I know Meanmido knows he's lost, but Sponge probably still feels behind.
Yeah.
I think Sponge
Wow.
probably thinks it's close, at least. He knows everything was in a bad location, so he won't instantly be thinking, oh, Mido will have done it first. He'll just be
There's
thinking,
the boss key.
this could go any direction.
Yeah. But as far as we know, Mido is still a solid 30 minutes behind.
Yeah.
He just casually last location the letter.
Yeah, all the Shadow, rest of Jabu, rest of Spirit. Plus the stop at the rear to pick up the lights.
Yep. Make a quick pit stop.
How many times would Sponge have to die to Ganon? or get knocked off the tower by Ganondorf for this to work.
I think he threw his controller at the wall before Mido's done.
Yeah.
I like genuinely think that getting knocked down by Ganondorf and climbing back up, he would still have to die from that before Mido would catch up at this point, unfortunately. Like, I think it's just super... That's it, it's decided at this point.
Unless there's a VC crash.
Unless there's a... Oh god, don't. The last qual.
Yeah.
That was
I mean-
heartbreaking to commentate.
Who crashed again? Oh, it was
It was, Clay?
Clay.
And everything went wrong. Like, the entire seed, just like, anything that could go wrong did go wrong. And it was just capped off with the VC crash against Ganon's Castle Stalfos.
Yeah. No, Sponge's not gonna die to Ganondorf. He's too skill of a player to...
Yeah, no. 12 hearts. Yeah.
And there's Meanmido's Mirror Shield.
Yeah. That's it. Mido's basically in go mode.
Basically.
Transfer over 12 to 30 minutes. Probably not 30. Wait, why is Mido opening chests?
No. You know, maybe he's just given up that much.
Just wants the ice arrows.
At this point. Yeah.
I assume Mido knows that that's it, it's Darudia and that's everything.
I mean, maybe he's just completely out of it.
To be fair, when you get this far into a seed like this, at times you can A, struggle to remember what you picked up if you don't make notes for it, and B, struggle to have kept track of whether you were in logic or not, so you can be like, oh, it might be bait.
Also, Rye, are you seriously thinking Mido's probably having fun right now? Probably.
Hey, do you remember that part of the start of the race where I said like about the whole happy 3 hour mark thing? I was like, no, there's no such thing as a happy 3 hour mark. If you get 3 hours in, you're miserable. That's how I feel this seed has been.
Yeah. I was just Sponge going to climb the Ganon's castle.
Yeah. We still need to add that. To promote the cutscene back into Rando.
No, I'm 400 years old.
Yeah,
God
we
damn it.
I commentated Freaky Friday 1.0 seed where that cutscene was still in, and we had some fun with it.
Oh, beautiful. Mido does have mirror. It's yeah, not been marked. Mido does have mirror shield.
Yeah, Mido has Mirror Shield.
Yeah. But yeah, it's too little too late at this point.
Yep.
He did grab one of the other checks though, which I guess was just autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
There-
wow!
Wait,
So
he never.
the ice arrows.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice. Thanks, Sponge. Thanks, Zelda. Here are the magical arrows that'll let you beat Ganondorf. Ice arrows.
Wrong color. Zelda, come back. Alright, Rainbow Bridge is spawning. Sponge is about 5 minutes away from victory.
literally the only thing missing on the tracker right now is not going to Ice Cannon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Just go back to ice real quick, Sponge. No big deal.
Purple Sponge was ahead anyway, and then they basically ended up full clearing for the Ruto's letter in water. Mido left after 2 items were found, and the third was Ruto's letter. So that kind of sealed the deal.
Nice job memeing on those light arrows.
Oh yeah, Riley, you were away earlier when I was saying about the fact that there are 2 dad memes. One is Namabar and one is Daruni, and I'm like, so it's fitting that Sponge's first race after being taught by Dad revolves around Dad.
So Mirror Shield wasn't Jabu arrow. The lore is so deep. Alright, there's the Iron Knuckles falling down.
Mido having a great Baronade fight, but it might be the last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darinia had light arrows. Shadow was
Baron?
pretty much the last dungeon. Spirit, but Baron Spirit. I guess Baron Shadow by that point. Light arrows from Gorons. What a seed! Wow.
Yeah, this was a great first seed for.
Yeah, welcome to season 3 bracket, everyone.
Remember when we were complaining about all the jet seeds and qualifiers?
Oh, they were just saving everything. That's what it was.
They're keeping the best for this. Good one,
It always
Cycle.
makes me really happy to see people do the jump slash with Big Goron Sword and then equip. The number of people who I see keep Big Goron Sword on for that fight and then re-equip again here.
Or people that do their equips before the fight.
Yeah. Like, you equip the items before the fight and then re-equip the sword afterwards. I'm like, no. Jump slash with Big Goron Sword, then equip Master Sword. Good. It's like tiny... My strength is very much booting and not execution, so my theory is, if I see a top runner doing execution things that I wouldn't, like, I do better than, then something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this seed had everything. No strengths were hinted Way of the Hero, but OGC was first hook shot. Requiem Way of the Hero, but it wasn't for key logic. Child Spirit was completely dead. Water Temple from Ruto's Letter. We saw King Zora being defrosted by Binding Fire. It wasn't needed, but we saw it.
Alright. Phase 2.
I was going to say, they're on a 15-minute delay, so they're, like, probably done at this point. Sponge is potentially lurking already. Mido, I don't know if Mido would have flipped afterwards, but I imagine so.
Yeah, at that point you're just too defeated to even feel like doing all of Shadow and then all of Spirit. Like,
yeah, like we were saying earlier, it's like, once you get to this stage, it's like, either let me finish the seed now, or let my opponent finish the seed now. I just want it to end. Like,
yeah, I'd be too down in dumps to keep going. Alright, and final slash.
Nice.
Big GG. TheSaltySponge wins with a time of 3:17:46 over Meanmido. Big GG.
Let's get the nerves out of the system with that.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a sigh of relief from Sponge,
Yeah.
hoping that wasn't hoping he wouldn't get sniped, but at that point, Meanmido is he continuing? It doesn't seem to have
No,
stopped.
for now.
He might have not
I
looked. He might have.
imagine-
Yeah.
He might not have IRC up. I mean, at that point, if 1v1, I think you should probably have the IRC up.
Oh, right, yeah. They had 15 minutes to kill, so I'm curious to see what Sponge did in that time. And I'm expecting now clear Ganon's castle.
Maybe. Oh, he's going back in. Oh. Did he jump by himself in here?
We have a Sponge.
We have
Yeah.
a Sponge.
A sponge.
Yeah, just
I
GG.
can't feel my legs. I can't feel anything.
So,
Is that because of the seed or because of like playing in general? Or
This seed felt so awful.
yeah.
The entire time I'm thinking, if Meanmido just checks this fairy, I lose.
Yeah, I mean, he's like 30 minutes behind you, so.
I could have never even fathomed. Like,
He last location his letter.
yeah,
Oh no.
He
yeah.
literally even went and unthawed King Zor before.
I thought about it. I was like, I just got a second wallet.
It was
Like-
it was painful to see, honestly. Like Mido went into water, got 2 items out of it, like 2 checks, and then left. And we're like, no, the next thing you do is Ruto's letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Yeah.
I think
So I was ahead of
You
him,
got
was
a
I?
boss key and a key. You were ahead by that point.
Yeah.
So your big thing. So here's the big thing. You never saw that hint.
Oh my god, Sponge.
What hint?
You're
What was
so
on Skull Mask?
fucking lucky!
Skull
Come back
Mask?
on Skull Mask!
Oh.
So Mido did Skull Mask, and the whole time we're like, oh, that's a huge edge. Like, Sponge isn't going to Lake Hylia. He's not going to get the hint at the start of Hylia. And then you just waltz into GTG in like 40 minutes and find a bomb bag.
Oh my god. I had it in the back of my mind the whole time of Skull Mask. Like, the entire time. I don't have a Skull Mask hint. Like, this literally happened to me on Saturday. There's no way it's happening again.
Where hovers are there, yeah, or like something.
Like, if it's there, I lose. Like, plain and simple. There's no point in me going to get it.
Like, that's the thing. We knew 50 Skulls and Skull Mask were bomb bag. And so we were like, Sponge has to find the third one or get chews. And the only chews we'd seen were also in Gerudo Valley.
Which I
And
didn't do.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were like, this could backfire horribly, and then you just, yeah. Oh, there's strength on the horseback archery. That could be big. And oh, there's a bomb bag. Well, this race is like, and that shifted so much because like you ended up basically full clearing things that Mido had to go back to. Mido never did Frogs 1.
Yeah, because he did
Oh god.
his River in his Child 1 because he got the River Way of the Year with the shoes in the Lost Woods so he went there, full cleared River, and then like took like a minute and a half to just walk back to do Frogs 1.
Yeah, like, if you don't do things in a certain order this seed, like, you just feel awful. Like,
Mhm.
holy every move I made, it hurt. It hurt physically. Like,
So
oh my god.
I do want to ask one thing about your routing, and it very much kind of, we commented on it a bit going through. It very much showed towards the end where we were like, we knew obviously what both you and Mido had done, and we were at a point where we were like, there are 10 things left in the game.
Yep.
And at that point, you had just beaten Volvagia and left Fire, and you went back to GTG.
Yeah.
Because Mido had done all of GTG at that point, except Toilet.
Right. So we knew most of GTG by that stage. What we didn't know was the crater fairy.
Yeah.
And you were right there, right next to it, and left to go to GTG instead. Was that a case of push the highest number of checks and hope you don't have to backtrack later, or was it just something that slipped your mind? What was the thinking there?
Well, generally, I have Bolero, so if I want to check that, I can come back and do it in 15 seconds. So
Fair.
if that check's not required, that's 15 seconds that I save.
But
So
what if it's your letter?
yeah, it could have been, but like, you could say, "Oh, it's just go check it. You're literally right there." But like, I chose to go to GTG. I
there was,
process
like,
things differently in my brain. Whereas if I didn't have Bolero, you check that.
No, we said at the
question.
time, we kind of spoke about it, and we were like, you can either be efficient in terms of, I have to do everything, I'm going to do the nearest checks, and I'm not going to leave anything behind. Or you can be efficient in terms of, I'm going to go straight to the place that's most likely to have my item, and if it has it, I save time, and if it doesn't, then I lose time. And it felt like you were very much in the second group there, where Mido was very much in the first group, was like trying to clear things as he went through, which ended up backfiring because of the ordering of items.
Yeah. And I love how we had a conversation earlier in season 3 training discussion about like not skipping chickens, not skipping Dampe Grave, and I literally did neither. In a seed where it was very, very likely that one of them had an item that for me to progress. So I'm very lucky in that regard.
We saw Mido do Dampe digging probably about 2 hours.
Maybe no, a bit before that.
Bit before 2, okay. And we were up until that point, we were like, you have no Sunsong, you have no Nocturne, they're both locked behind Letter. This could be terrible. This could be one of the worst seeds I have ever seen. Didn't quite play out that way.
Like, I knew the bomb bag was huge when I got it. I said, like, okay, like, this is only huge if I'm the first one to get this. Because obviously I didn't know there was a bomb bag on Skull Mask. As soon as I got that, I'm like, okay, I'm doing whatever is in logic and then leaving.
Yeah.
to
going to, like, play the game instead of search frantically for any source of explosives.
Right, because the early seed was really empty. And we did think for a while, we were like, are you going to do hookshotless GTG with that? Because you can now. But at the same time, that opened up everything.
Yeah.
Also,
I had
chat
Dodongos
wanted
waiting.
you to go to Ice Cavern so that you could fill up your tracker. You literally have everything on the tracker except for Prelude.
I don't have a lens.
That's not on the tracker, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
What were you gonna say about the dongos?
I mean, like, if I have the choice between doing hookshotless GTG or going to do required Dodongo's Cavern, I think the choice is pretty obvious here. Like, yeah, there could be something in GTG, but if there isn't anything, you have just wasted a whole bunch of time that you could have been spending doing Dodongos. It's like, you could argue either way based on what you're comfortable with. I am comfortable with a lot of risk.
That's fair.
Because of the potential reward. Other players might not be so comfortable with that risk. Sometimes it gets me into a lot of trouble.
One other question that I think came up very briefly. It didn't matter for long because you got Furores. But you didn't open the gate in Gerudo Fortress as well. Was that was that a conscious choice? Was that I've got opponents, I can come back?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If I didn't have opponents, you better believe I'm opening the gate, because I've played seeds before where I've opened the gate, gone into GTG, left before clearing it, and then had to do AD for opponents because I didn't open the gate.
Yeah.
Like, that can really screw you if you don't do that. If you have opponents, it doesn't matter. And I ended up getting the hint that Longshot was in Hammer Rock, so it's like, okay, now I just come back to GTG when I have Hammer. And then I ended up walking right past it like 2 separate times because I couldn't find a damn hookshot to save my life.
You're being asked what you thought about the very healthy Kakiri Forest.
Dude, that's free healthcare, dude.
No, great. You split. Mido went to the sword chest and you went to Mido's house, which, now that I say that out loud, is definitely the wrong way round. But it was great because we were like, okay, heart piece, heart piece, heart piece. Wait, what? Heart piece, and then it's like, and then look over at Mido. It's like heart container. Okay.
We
And
both
then-
started with a 4
Heart.
with an extra
I mean,
heart.
he started with 5.
Yeah, he went and did his house afterwards.
And you know what? Let's just throw some fire in Kokiri Forest. Why don't you? We got all these heart pieces. We need to burn something.
Also,
like that-
That's cool. And then, like, I think like an hour later, I'm like, all right, cool. It's fucking AD. Are you kidding me?
I was gonna
Fucking
say,
AD.
Steve
We're
had
sorry.
a billion things we can talk about. We've already spoken about the Ruto's letter in water. You've got the AD Goron City, which you found very briefly before Mido, I think.
Yeah.
There's also the logic revolving around those strengths, none of which were hinted way of the hero. To get the hook shot from outside Ganon's castle.
every single seed, dude. It's following me. Every seed I play, it's just OGC. You gotta go do it. But no, we're not gonna give you a hint for it because that'd be too easy.
Requiem was way of the hero in the graveyard because you needed it to
get
get
the
that strength to get the hook shot. There were no
God.
keys on Childside Spirit. We saw Mido do it.
Oh, thank God.
So-
I gambled that at the end.
Yeah,
I said,
because
look, we're either right next to each other or he's slightly ahead. Like, I gotta make up time.
yeah,
But it
and the fact that you don't have prelude kind of sucks to go back to Child Spirit compared to dude. And okay, it's like
Yeah.
there's like more time lost to actually doing Child Spirit without prelude, and I mean,
Yeah, Child Spirit sucks, especially when it's Baron.
which
'Cause,
it was.
like, believe it or not, more often than not, you don't need it.
It had yet another heart container.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh boy.
You finished at 12. Mido's at 14 with double defense right now.
Oh God.
The double defense was it was Impa's house. I think you saw it
Oh,
and walked straight
thing.
away from it. That was double
Yeah,
defense.
the thing I didn't pick up, and as soon as I walked out, I'm like, what if that was double defense?
I mean, still, you already had 6 hearts, so you were fine.
Yeah, good by that point.
Yeah, I was fireproof, as I say.
The only thing nice you can say about the seat, at least Nocturne wasn't in ice.
I swear to God, if Nocturne was in ice, I would have lost my fucking mind. I'm like, dude, this is already like a 3.5 hour seed. I don't need any more of this bullshit. Just let me finish. Like, I wanted the pressure to be over. Like, I've never felt more pressure in my entire life. Like, not even at SGL, dude. Like, it's not like at SGL there were people sitting around you, like watching, like that you could like bullshit with, but not like about the seed. This is just you are by yourself. Like, you are left to your own thoughts, and if you screw up, you feel terrible.
Yeah, the scene had a lot of things you could easily screw up. Like Mido literally triple dipped water, by the way. So
Oh God.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he went
this
to
is,
water,
one of those
got
things.
got Bosky, left, then went back water, did 2 checks, somehow randomly left, went to did all the dumb checks, and then went back to water. And then he got letter, and he just looked heated. Like he stared at the letter for like 5 seconds.
Oh, well, yeah. I when I left water the first time, I'm like, all right, I got my boss key. I'm just gonna do water, so I don't have to lower the water level. Left, did like I think adult fishing, and then
He did something else. Oh, you did the MC Fairy at that time.
yeah, I warped a crater fairy because I wanted to turn in 10 skulls. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What is it? 2.5 hour 10 skulls. And then when I didn't get 10 skulls, I'm like, you know what? My best play is actually water. So I just went back.
Just offhand, the skulls were one of the things that we joked about quite a bit because there was a point where you were finishing Forest and we were like, oh wow, like Sponge has got 4 skulls in Forest or whatever it was. It's like he's up to 9, which is as many hearts as he has.
Yeah, that was good.
10 and 20, they're required a lot less often than people realize.
Also really slow.
Yeah. They're really slow.
But yeah, the we definitely had a lot of fun with the logic of this seed. We had a lot of fun with the knowing it's AD but not knowing where anything is.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I thought like, okay, Spirit's Baron. This is like AD for Mirror Shield.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
what
was
thought.
when I went into Jabu, I was fully game on go moding that shit.
Yeah.
As I said, I've got all the shadow left to do. It's probably in shadow, and then the first check in Jabu. Like, if that Mirror Shield is on any other check in Jabu besides Baronade, like that gets left behind. Like, I need to pray to somebody because somebody is looking out for me apparently.
Oh jeez.
Okay. Mido's acknowledged that you won. He's just
Okay.
finishing like a trooper.
Hey, GG to Mido. Like, he's a really good racer. Just probably kind of got unlucky this seed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this seed, everybody felt probably like they were unlucky.
Yeah, all two
Actually,
of us.
I wanted to ask about that because I commented on it a bit during the commentary, but I don't know how accurate it was. How far ahead or behind did you feel?
Probably behind the
Oh.
whole seed, right?
I felt like I lost.
Okay.
That the minute I got that hook shot, I felt like I lost because I had almost 100%ed my whole game by that point. Oh, relevant checks.
Yeah.
So non-Baron, and I said like, look, if Mido literally goes and checks this Colossus Fairy, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to do that reasonable people do, and not idiots like me.
That was his strength too, by the way.
He did have that quite early, but he didn't have horseback archery until a lot later.
How? Oh yeah, because he got the bomb bag from Skull Mask.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And all comes back around.
It all makes sense now. I'm like, well, how does he not get that hook shot either before or at the same time as me? And then it all makes sense now.
Because he had more stuff to do without it.
Oh god.
He also did it without Prelude or Nocturne.
Yeah, so just walking back and forth over and over.
Straight away, yeah.
Yuck.
Yep.
Also, yeah, Requiem was way of the hero to get that strength, so you could get your first hook shot, because that locked your hammer, which locked the second hook shot, and the hammer also locked your hovers, so you needed those to get to the Colossus. So
And then
Requiem was way of the hero just for that strength.
and then the letter was locked behind all that dumb as well.
Oh,
were the other two bows bow locked? Besides the one on Dampe races?
I don't think so.
The bows?
Yeah,
One
I
was
found both of the other bows.
one was in Lost Woods in the Scrub Grotto.
Yeah, and the other one
didn't
was
see
in
where
GTG.
the second one.
GTG, the like room.
Oh, I thought they were bow locked. Because I had got my only bomb bag from the bow locked check in GTG.
Right, of course.
I didn't know that there was a non-bow locked bomb bag available.
Yep. Okay.
So I thought that bow was way of the hero as well in graveyard.
Oh, right.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. So
Me. Me and Mido.
beautiful.
I can't see what's going on. Can somebody keep me in?
He pulled out picking his lights arrows. He opened his menu, pulled out his slingshot, and he's just like shooting all his nuts on Darunia.
All right, so the obvious tournament question, and I'm sure you're going to get this every match. We'll kick it off now. Stars, you need to go on. So next match is Nephistos or Sanzo. It's the winner of that match.
Yep.
What are your thoughts going into that?
Well, Sanzo is playing last minute, kind of. They're both really, really good. Obviously, Nephistos is the 3 seed. But I know that Sanzo is the kind of player. I feel like he's the kind of player that can beat anybody. Honestly, on a good day, he can beat anybody. So I'm not just gonna say, oh well, like I'm just gonna look forward to playing Nephistos next round because like that's what probably the consensus would say. But there's a lot of people in this tournament, believe it or not, that can win their first round match. Like, it's not just set in stone that anyone with a high seed is going to win their first round match.
Right,
They could get a seed like this and misplay it horribly, and all of a sudden, like, I could be playing Sanzo next round. So no matter who I play, like, all right, this is where I'm going to get my cocky jerk attitude. All right? No matter who I play, you better bring it, because I have no intention of going 1-1. I'm telling you that right now. You better show up to play, or I'm gonna beat you.
Right on cue in chat. Nice.
Yes.
I was gonna say, like, that's the thing. Nephestos is the higher seed. Sanzo has the major 1v1 experience, so that one definitely can go either way. You're getting called out in chat hard right now.
Go ahead, call me out, dude. I literally almost threw away this match just because he's a boneheaded idiot, and he's hyping himself up like he's some sort of rando god. Yeah.
Sanso's basically said that you're going up against him next.
All right.
Just going to that's it. You're up against Sanso.
Do it,
next.
man. Do it. Like, actually, like, that'd be awesome.
We've got tough words for somebody who used pot strats on HBA.
It's okay. It's all in good fun.
As for when the next match is,
I think there's one more scheduled, but I don't remember when.
There's 3 more
One
scheduled.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, there's one
ATC
tomorrow.
Killer app.
Yep.
Playing.
I missed that. I'll have to look at the schedule.
So that starts an hour after this one did.
Yeah, at 7 EST.
Yeah, 7 Eastern, midnight UTC. Then we've got another one Friday, the 27th, which is Dylan versus Mr. Martin.
All right, there's 4 more races.
Yeah, we've got a few in here actually. Yeah, I think there's 5 more total now. It looks like.
Yeah, there's 5 with counting the one tomorrow and the one Friday, and then
yeah, and then 3 after that. Kato and Just Sam on the 29th.
Kirox
and Kirox on the 4th, and then Engineering Cloud Ike on the 13th.
Yep. A good time. You better show up for all of them, every single one of you.
And we're going to get so many more scheduled along the way. Like, this is going to be... like, there's... What is it? 60 something matches, depending on how finals play out. So... There's a whole lot of Season 3 to go still. And this was a hell of a way to kick it off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a hell of a way to damage my psyche and make me literally feel like I want to throw up.
It was a roller coaster of a seed.
Yo, I can't wait to watch this back. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, no, you should watch it back. I didn't trash talk you the whole scene. Oh, not once.
Not good, man. Good, lay it on me. I need to know how bad I am, so I can prove everybody wrong.
Definitely called you out on one big thing that I can think of, actually.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
didn't plant a bean in Lake Hylia.
Oh yeah, I had no intention of planting a bean.
Yeah, but
Could have been punished so hard.
Oh yeah, I could have been absolutely destroyed. But you know, I didn't feel like it was required. I didn't feel like that's what I had to do.
playing off a feeling.
Not playing like a robot and using only statistical odds to make every single decision. Imagine trusting your gut in a randomizer. Can you believe this guy?
I'm still going to tell you it's a mistake, but...
Sure. It's a mistake that saved me some time.
You still did the checks!
Yeah, but I did it with a hook shot. In a completely different scenario. I'm not even gonna try and justify this. I know it's a mistake. It's just I didn't get punished for it.
No,
I never do. I never get punished for it.
There
Yeah.
are always things that anyone can call out, and the question is how much they burn you, and in this case it didn't. So, yeah.
Like not getting that hint for bomb bags on Skull Mask. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I swear, somebody is looking out for me, because the amount of times I've not been punished for like not having information or like not doing something is like astronomical. Like,
Oh.
like when will rando justice be served? When will Sponge start getting stupid lucky?
Grand finals.
Against what the hell's happened? Sure.
Oh, even calling out.
Ooh.
Well, no, actually, it's an inside joke, because I asked what the hell's happened. Hey, who are you gonna lose to this year? And he said, you, Sponge. I'm gonna come second to you. Like, so now it's like, okay, I'll meet you in grands, buddy.
I was gonna say, don't you actually have a pretty good record versus what the hell? By which I mean like, pretty much 50-50.
I'm 5-7.
Okay.
against him.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks SGL Quals.
My initial prediction had what the hell is running through losers bracket, and then we said grand finals as a win, and then I changed it last minute just before this race.
Yo, can you believe that? Yoshi-Kyon doesn't have any faith in what the hell's happened.
I have faith in what the hells, I just not that much.
Oh man.
I apparently have less faith in Duke, who I now have going 3-2, which was an upgrade from 1-2. So
Oh god.
it's fine. I'll get called out on this. I've said this now. I'm the only one talking about my predictions. I'm the only one who gets called out on it now.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this back and see all the people in chat calling me out for hyping myself up at the end, you know? But it's all in good fun. GG, Meanmido. Like, you had me nervous a lot. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and it wasn't. Like, the times don't tell the whole story. Like, when you're up against somebody you know is really good, like, the times never tell the whole story. Like, you could sit there and say, like, oh, he was so far behind you, it must have been easy. Like, it's never easy
There were
to
so
be
many
in this
parts.
situation.
Yeah, there were so many parts that we knew Mido was taking risks, and we were like, Mido thinks he's behind. Mido thinks he's already lost the seed, or he would never make this play. Things like bailing on water and going to check King Zora.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. A lot of obviously.
Mido has no background music and just the sound effects, and Twin Rover's like little laugh as she winks is really creepy.
Twin Rover is just creepy in general.
I hope everybody enjoyed it, because I certainly didn't. I did, but oh my goodness.
So how long did it take you to get those butterflies out?
10 minutes.
Nah,
Then you're fine. You
Literally,
could
but they came back in the middle of the seed.
you thought too much about it, probably.
Well, I was thinking about the seed and like the progression of the seed, and when it literally took me an hour to find my hook shot, and I had 2 medallions at the 2-hour mark. Yeah, the butterflies came back. They're like, dude, you're gonna lose, buddy.
both of you had kind of shaky movement at the start, and we were
Yeah,
like,
Mido was, I think, worst. He was in Valley, and he like talked to the Gerudo. He hopped on the crate like next to the Gerudo with the cow. Like,
yeah.
Oh, my
like,
execution left me. Like at a certain point in the seed, like I missed the boomerang throw to the switch and Jabu. Like I fell down in fire and I had to walk back up to get the shortcut chest. Like my execution, that my practice had abandoned me because of nerves, and I really need to work on that, because I won't beat anybody playing like that.
Right. I assume we're going to stick around for the next like 5 or 6 minutes for Mido to beat Ganon at least.
yeah, I mean, he's not joining for an interview. He has no mic, so
But we can at least see him
yeah,
bop
Yeah.
pig.
mostly slay the pig, get his time in. It's just gonna be around 3:53.
I was going to say, this is something we need to probably not get used to in brackets. Most people will see their opponent finish and just go, I'm out.
Yeah.
Forfeit, let's go. So,
Especially since you're like that far behind, 30 minutes is like,
mm,
just get me out. Move on. That's how I feel.
but yeah.
Well,
like,
if he had no plans on going into the interview anyway, then in his head he might as well just finish it out.
I mean, he might take it as, hey, this is practice for next time.
Where does Mido go from here?
He faces the loser of Sanzo and Neff.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Most of the pairings for the first round is just
Rounds is the
two
it's the
winners
loser.
face, two losers face.
So, how do you feel about Mido's chances against either of those opponents? Since he's not really here to talk about it, we might as well just...
We can all go off on it, yeah, that's true. So I said going into this that I think your rankings compared, like, for you and Mido, I didn't think told a full picture. Because you've got more 1v1 experience, you put in a lot of practice recently. Mido, I think, is a more kind of general player, who is... Your improvements are coming at the moment. You're like, you've got a lot better over the last, like,
2 months.
3, 4, 5 months, whatever. Mido has kind of slowly climbed up over a longer period of time. So and also you have the 1v1 experience from SGL where Mido doesn't.
Yeah.
As far as I know, anyway.
I felt like that was in my corner. It didn't help at all, but it gave me an idea of what to expect, at the very least.
Yeah, it's like overvaluing 1v1 experience over multi-world experience. You should not.
Right.
You should not underestimate. You should not overevaluate that.
It's not a huge thing, but it's still something. I do think the standings here, like the seedings, didn't tell the full picture because of that, and I think the same thing kind of goes into the next match for Mido as well. I think against Neff, it's actually... I think Mido probably has a better shot versus Neff than he does versus Sanzo.
Whoa!
Just based on playstyle. Just based on playstyle, because I think Sanzo is going to be a more thorough player, a more efficient player, who will punish the more aggressive plays if they backfire. Whereas both Neff and Mido are very aggressive players who will skip a lot of things, and it's just which one pays off.
I can see that. But then again, if you really think about it, not that I disagree necessarily, I just want to break up a counter argument. So, if a thorough player plays a very aggressive player, I feel like it's more likely that the thorough player will get punished. Because generally, if you think about it, you're not going to get punished a lot more for making a decision unless it's like completely boneheaded, like can't even justify it. You're gonna get punished a lot less playing generally aggressively than you are playing thoroughly. Thoroughly, you feel safer, but you've spent more time doing checks.
I think it depends what it is, though, because when I talk about aggressive and thorough players, I think the thing that most people who skip checks... I think the mistake that most people who skip checks, the mistake most of them make, is you go, oh, so the odds of 20 skulls having something is really low, so I'm not going to do it. And the odds of needing the Kakiri sword chest early is really low, so I'm not going to do that at the start. And the odds of Dampe digging having something is really low, so I'm not going to do that. And sure, individually, each one is really low, but once you put them all together, it starts to add up. And I think that's the kind of thing that, when I say about the more aggressive players, I mean people who will do that to a consistent level, not just, I'll skip these handful of things. You know, skipping chickens is not aggressive.
No.
Skipping
Like
10 and
play.
20 skulls probably is.
Yeah.
Or
like,
skipping,
okay.
no, actually, skipping 10 and 20 probably isn't on its own, but skipping 10 and 20 and chickens and Dampe digging, that's the point where it starts to become an aggressive player.
I feel called out.
You're an aggressive player.
No. I feel like you just described me.
We did actually say earlier in the time, they're both very aggressive players. This is going to be a really interesting match. Also, I'm just going to throw it out there because we spoke about this very briefly the other day, and I've mentioned it since. See, conversations like this are why we need to start a Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
It'd be cool. I don't think it should be more than an hour.
No,
Like once a week.
I imagine it's just a case of you come up with topics for an hour, like a length of time that makes sense for it, and then you do it once every probably 2 weeks. Maybe once a week during bracket and then 2 weeks outside. So, yeah.
Yeah, maybe get like an interview guest on.
Right, yeah.
To talk about their last match or something
Or
like
their
that.
upcoming.
Yeah.
I'll sort out the organisation stuff for it, let's do it. I need somebody who's good at audio editing. That's the thing I'm missing. I'm absolute trash at that. There we go, Mido.
And yep, Meanmido with the nice finish of 353.54.
GG.
Big GG.
GG, my dude. Also, I was before coming into this match, I neglected to mention this earlier. I had won a race. Like we did 2 like friendly races where it was me, Mido, and a bunch of other players, and I had won one of those, and he had won the other. And then over the weekend, I came 3rd in the NA weekly, and Mido came 3rd in the EU weekly.
Jeez.
So we were literally, this was the rubber match. Like we were literally tied over the weekend. So it made me more nervous coming in. Like, hey, all this confidence you got, you can lose, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how that turned out.
Got there in the end, though. We'll wait the rematch in losers bracket now. What I mean is, we'll wait the rematch in grand finals because you're not going to losers bracket, and Mido will just come back, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get the bracket reset, have the real run match at the end.
Yeah, you hear that, Sanzo? I jest.
Or do you?
The world may never know.
Sure.
Also, when Dad inevitably watches this back, maybe, hi Dad, thank you for everything. We had a boot camp yesterday, and it helped a lot.
I don't want to say everything that we said on commentary if you're planning to watch this back, but I did call out the fact that we have 2 dad memes, and one of them is Namaha and the other one is Darunia, so it's only fitting that your first race came down to Darunia.
Be like, here you go, Sponge. You can finish now. Like.
Yep.
Beautiful. Right. I guess that's about it. So,
Yeah, I think we've gone over everything.
what a roller coaster of a seed. What a train wreck of a seed that Jason subjected everyone to.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jason.
More tomorrow, right? Who do we know who's doing tomorrow's? Do we know who we have to yell at for?
Teehee.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Look, I waited, and then it was like less than 24 hours before it's supposed to go live, and I'm like, I'm free.
Uh-oh.
Watch out,
Beautiful.
ETC.
See, it's funny, I'm always the person who's here like, whatever, whichever restreamer rolls it doesn't make a difference, there's just no good seeds. And that was true up until about a month ago, and then Jason started rolling more and more seeds, and like broke the qual streak, and just everything. Yeah, there's only one restreamer I fear now.
Yes!
That's Q game.
Q game.
I love
Where-
Q seeds, because I've
I'm-
always been on commentary for them.
Yeah.
Someone find Q game, please.
Yeah, I was waiting, because I didn't want to be like, well, I'm just going to steal the first 2 bracket matches by restreaming it. but nobody had posted up that they were available, and I'm like, I'm still free because I work at a school and I have the next 2 weeks off from work. So
Nice.
That's good.
Makes total
That's that's good timing, I
Yeah.
guess.
So, a Nat and Killer App, was it? Is ATZ and Killer App
yes,
tomorrow?
ATZ
Killer App
versus
tomorrow.
Killer App
Oh,
tomorrow
boy.
at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The next match that's on our schedule is Dylan Nebel versus Mr. Martin, 7 p.m. Eastern, but on Friday. So I think that's at the same time as the Freaky Friday race, but the Freaky Friday race isn't restreamed this week. So instead of Freaky Friday, you get bracket match.
Freaky bracket.
Freaky bracket match. And
Surprise,
currently,
they're getting a token sanity seed.
currently Shadowfix is signed up to restream that one.
Okay, Shadow Seeds haven't been that bad yet.
So we will see how things go. But yeah, tune in tomorrow for our next bracket match. The week in general is pretty like barren as far as restreams because of the holidays. So there won't be as much going on this week on ZSR. But we'll still try to give you as much as we can. And I think I've been looking. I've been trying to find somebody, and I think we're gonna end up rating Lost from this one, who's doing what looks like this is a friendly rando race.
Brando settings.
Oh god, is this the rando? Yeah, is this
Yep.
Zopar script?
Yep.
Oh
Thing.
god. So it's a random number of it's random bridge requirements, and it can be like random number of Triforce pieces, random number of skulls, like everything is put into it.
So we'll head over there. There were a couple other people that I saw, but they were like very close to the end. So I'm like, we'll do a safe bet with Lost. Lost is only about an hour and a half into what they're doing, so
Right.
they'll still have plenty of time to see some good content from Lost. Well, depending on whether you consider it good or not, we'll see. No shade on Lost. It's just I don't know. I can't tell you what you like and what you don't like. So, yeah, there's that. Shoutouts to our commentators for today, Yoshi Kayan, Riley, and Bleeding Blue. We also had our two trackers, No Pen Name Girl and Maraxis, who stuck it out and got to track almost everything on Salty and Mido. But, you know, that prelude in Ice Cavern.
It fills my void.
So, thank you all for watching our first bracket match of the season. There's definitely plenty more to come with 32 racers and double elimination. There's a lot of rando left to come in the coming months. So stick around. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for ATZ versus Killer App. And let's go share some love with Lost. Why don't we?
Alright.
Woohoo!
Next level.
Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yep. Thanks.